This is a return lightweight contest over 8 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide. In the red corner, I have the privilege of introducing the lightweight wrestling champion of the world, from Manchester, Johnny Saint. In the blue corner, proudly presenting the lightweight wrestling champion of Great Britain, from Peckham, Stevie Gray.
So here is the big one of the afternoon's program. A return bout. Johnny Saint of Bagley, Manchester, at 11 stone. Steve Gray of Peckham, Southeast London, also at 11 stone. Over 8 rounds, 2 falls to decide.
The first round.
I'm sure you remember, I think it was December 22nd, just before Christmas, the Saturday before Christmas, when these two fought a great bout. I hope this afternoon's return contest is as good as that one, because it's really going to be a humdinger. Johnny Saint, the world champion, remember, at lightweight. Steve Gray, the British lightweight champion, behind him in the darker trunks there. But Steve Gray won the last contest against Saint. Can he do it again? Or will the world title still stay with Johnny Saint, and therefore he won't have to put up his belt at all? He can prove that it was only a fluke last time. But can he? If you can't see the darker trunks of Steve Gray or the silver boots of Steve Gray, you'll be able to see the longer, blacker hair of Steve Gray at every angle, I'm sure. Peter Zakash, the ref, of course, and he won't have to watch for rule bending in this one, because neither of these two fellas need bend the rules. They're such masters of the wrestling arts. And he's halfway there, but he can't get his man the rest of the way. I'm afraid it's going to be a stalemate here. No, Johnny Saint managed to hold on to that arm lock. I thought he'd place him on the ropes there just to get the break, but he still thinks he can keep that advantage for a little longer. All the way over this time, and out of the arm lock, Gray. Very fast. But he was caught in it again as he went. So Saint still has that same arm lock that he started the whole movement with. Released it for a second or two, but got it back so quickly it's hardly noticeable. Again, Gray over the top, again released the arm lock, and he's back in it now. Oh, Saint is so fast. Still he can't get rid of the arm lock. All that time, Johnny Saint managed to keep that arm lock on. And Gray just has got to figure out another way to get out. Gray is thinking hard about another way. Oh yes, using the referee's shoulder. But he's still in the arm lock. No good. Trying the rope this time. Almost tripped on the top, but he's still in the arm lock. Oh gosh. However fast Gray is and however skillfully he attempts to counter that move and escape from it. Saint is a little bit faster. 1 minute to go, round one. 8 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide. Gray has almost been in that same arm lock the whole of the round. Very nearly the whole of the round. Oh, now he's on. Only because Saint decided to let him out, I think. Spun out beautifully, Gray. Beautifully done. And the first to acknowledge it with a big grin, Johnny Saint, of course. What a couple of sports in these two. Johnny Saint, of course, there with that folded leg under his right arm now, of course, facing us. The lightweight champion of the world. And let's follow Johnny Saint over to his corner. Johnny Saint of Manchester, 11 stone, the world lightweight title holder, and he's defended it many times, but no danger so far to this extraordinary, fast and skillful wrestler. Tattoos on both arms and shoulders, so if we can't ever see his trunks, we'll know him.
Round 2.
Can Steve Gray repeat the performance of a few weeks ago and defeat this world champion, Johnny Saint? Surfboard to Saint, but he's lost the legs. The backbreaker working with his knees, but the legs are free. So if Gray sees his chance, he can go right over the top. No, it's a double-handed wrist lever to Gray. Get into the backhammer position. Yes. But Johnny Saint got out of it quickly, but so did Gray. The counter. But it's Gray's come out on top of that move. Saint, for once, not quite quick enough to avoid that double-handed wrist lever. If this speed can keep up. It did last time. I'm sure grapple fans will remember. It kept up last time, right the way through to 6 rounds. And this is an 8-rounder here this afternoon. So it's Saint now with that Gray left arm right against the joint from the finger interlock. Nice move by Gray, but he's caught, doubling Wilson. And that quick leg chop of his gets him on a trouble again. For once, Johnny Saint a little bit slow, hesitant there, and Gray grabbed the arm lever. But how quickly he gets back in it. Oh, how quickly he gets back. And there's the arm lock held with the legs this time by Saint. Johnny Saint getting that finger interlock very deliberately on there. Using his left hand to go for the wrist. Oh, change to the hand fingers now. As long as he doesn't separate them, that's fine. Again, the arm lock. Held on by the legs. 2 minutes left now, round 2. Not really a sign of any score. Both working on weakness and trying to get to the possibility of a quick pinfall. But neither of them has thought it's worth trying yet. Over the shoulder, straight arm. Gray climbing up to alleviate the pressure. And 1 minute to go. Quick head mare, but he's still caught in the... Oh, quick. Very quick by Gray, too. Worried his left arm for a minute then, but he got that drop kick in from ground position perfectly. Leg dive. But it's still Johnny Saint countering even when he's in a step over toe hold there. Opposite arm, turning his man back to canvas. And here's a chance with 30 seconds to go for a Johnny Saint first pinfall. Very near it. He's got the shoulder blades down, but only for one. Well, Saint, for some reason, turned him front down there. He's only got 7 seconds to go. Better hurry. No, he's too late this round, that's for sure. Steve Gray from Peckham, southeast London, also at 11 stone, but possibly a half a pound over or so now. He'd have to train down to defend his British title, just the same as his opponent would his world title. But what a wrestler this boy's turned out to be. Good-looking fellow with it.
Round 3.
And a lot of people hoping that he can do again what he did a few weeks ago on television, defeat the world champion, Johnny Saint, by 2 falls to 1. The next 6 rounds will tell us whether Steve Gray can do it. At the moment, no score, and it's Steve Gray in the darker black trunks, silver boots. But Saint the first to attack in this round. His third round. Beginning of this round almost identical to the end of the last. With Saint the advantage, trying for the shoulder press. Now it's the restless bridge. And a high monkey climb at the interlock fingers. Double leg Nelson follow up, folding press follow up by Gray, spun out by Saint. Oh, beautiful. Missed. Saint trying to get a fast one in there, but missed the arm lever. But Gray didn't miss that one. Oh, yes, and you very seldom see Johnny Saint land as badly as that. Nearly always gets onto his feet. So the backhammer is on. With his Gray's left arm behind the neck. Well, despite the fact that he's up there and apparently in trouble, he's still got his left arm curled around the arm lever, and there's the arm lever completed. And again he stopped Saint from landing on his feet. The second great throw, perfectly timed by Steve Gray. And if he can keep up this sort of pressure, he may just repeat his win of last year, December 22nd, 79. Oh yes, look at the way Saint holds on that. Not for too long, but he forced Gray to do something fast. Less than a couple of minutes more in the third. Saint once again with the advantage. Single finger into lock, double finger into lock now. But he grabs the leg on the way through, goes for the toe and ankle, doesn't get it. Gray too fast for him. Takes his man over following the cross press, but thrown off on two. The nearest yet to a Gray pinfall. So the double arm stretch, which of course the crowd can never resist joining in with a heave. A minute to go in the third. He's trying to tempt Saint to grab the feet and leave go of the hands. I don't know whether Saint's going to... No, that's one way. And a follow-up, quick follow-up by Gray. But this time Saint up, just in time to receive that drop kick. Gray so quick that he had follow-up. 30 seconds to go. This is it, and Saint over the top, going for a double leg Nelson. Oh dear, the action, tremendous. Can they keep this up for 8 rounds? Double leg Nelson again to Saint. Count of 2 once more, and the referee counting both ends.
No, okay.
Nobody can get anything from that. In fact, the bell will go in a couple of seconds. Well, what tremendous action these fellas show. Johnny Saint, the world champion, who turned pro in the late 60s only, at the age of 18, so that gives you his age away now. But he still is so quick. He learned a lot from George Kidd, of course. That's what makes him so quick.
Second away, round 4.
Go, still no score. Saint, the world champion in the lighter trunks, the red ones if you have color, and his opponent, Steve Gray of London. Yes, again, Saint brings his head last round. Gray is so quick with those drop kicks.
3, 4, 5, 6.
In fact, we haven't seen Johnny Saint produce one of his quick drop kicks yet. Fast head mares, yes.
3, 4, 5, 6. Come on now. Come on.
Quick turn. Pressure points to the side of the net. Oh, he's got him now in trouble. He doesn't hold it. Goes for the stranglehold. It's Johnny Saint with a short head cut at the back. A side headlock that is very high up, but it seems to be worrying Gray until that roll over the back. Very nice, but his ears felt it. Oh, Johnny Saint quite determined not to let Gray get in on this bout like he did the last time. He's really going so fast here.
2, 3, 4.
Trying not to let him settle at any point. Oh. Well, what sort of a landing, Johnny Saint? No problem. Back at 6. Climbing over the top, and Gray fell for that one. It could be very dangerous for him. Double leg Nelson now, Saint. Folding close to Gray, but it was spun out before he got it. They're waiting for him in that rolled up ball. That's exactly what Saint wanted him to do. Follow up with a cross press and tearing trouble. The first one to Johnny Saint in round 4. Just 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the 4th round and halfway through the contest now with Saint 1 up. Johnny Dale, your master of ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 20 seconds of round 4. The first fall of the contest in favour, Johnny Saint.
Yes, and he's very fast, and the crowd really loving this contest, and why shouldn't they? It's beautiful wrestling by both men, both showing what tremendous skill they have.
Step away, round 5.
Second half of the 8-round contest now as we start round 5. Johnny Saint with a lighter trunks going for the grapevine, opposite arm lever, right from the bell.
Okay, no. No, Steve.
And Gray already 1 fall down, in trouble from the first few seconds of the following round.
No. You want to say yes? No. Come on, Gray. No. Come on, no. No, Steve. Come on. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John. No. Now stay. No.
Straight arm left.
John.
Trying to weaken that Saint left arm now, after the straight arm left.
John, say no. Right, say no. He's going more. No. John. Oh, say. It's a fail to. No. He said no. I said no.
Well, he can hold that finger interlock on, but he can't really weaken the left arm any further from that position now. So he obviously realizes this, gets up and tries the twist. He gets that wrench in fairly well, but didn't really act on the shoulder. It was more the wrist, I think. Trying it again. Straight arm left. And this time missed. Saint knew he was coming and got out of the way very quickly indeed. Bad landing for Gray. Left knee.
7, 8.
And he's trying to Saint going in for a single leg Boston very quickly indeed. And notice the way that he's full Boston. Now Saint a chance of a 2-0 win. If he can do it, that will really prove that Gray's win on that Saturday a few weeks back was a little bit lucky, but he hasn't made it yet. He's 1 fall up.
Come on. No, it's up to you. Okay, ref. No, he doesn't want to stop me. No. Steve, no. Come on. No, he doesn't. No. All right, Steve, you stop me.
Sweat pouring off Johnny Saint as he lays on this full Boston. 2 minutes he's got in this 5th round.
Come on.
Gray can't give. If he gives now and submits now, he'll just lose about 2-0, and it's not Gray's style at all. He'll take it however much it hurts him. And if anybody thinks the full Boston doesn't hurt, let him try it with a 10-year-old boy, as I did once, on my back. And believe me, I had to stop him quick. Gray in trouble from that Boston, but he didn't give, and that's the main thing. Again, the backbreaker by Saint. Johnny Saint looking as though he's starting to dictate this contest a little bit. Just as I say so, Gray comes back in with a straight arm lift possibility. But Saint counters it.
Steve.
Figure 4 leg lock. 1 minute to go. Round 5.
Steve, now. It's up to you.
And a side surfboard to Saint.
Gonna stop me? No.
But Gray out of it. Gray out of it. Slow, deliberate counter with a figure interlock there. He's very successful, Gray, at throwing Johnny Saint. He really is, throwing him 3 or 4 times now without him landing on his feet. Less than half a minute now. Backbreaker attempt again by Saint. Another submission.
Okay. It's okay. No, but it's okay. No.
And only 5 seconds to go. The Gray come back with the advantage, almost on the bell of round 5. And what a great fast bout this is turning out to be, and so sporting with it. Incidentally, talking of sportsmen in the grappling game, many grapple fans have written me asking why they haven't seen the Polish Eagle. That's Johnny Czesław, of course, of Krakow, Poland, on television recently. The reason is that Johnny has been pretty rough for a while. He's at Frenchay Hospital in Bristol. If you're listening, Johnny, and I hope you are, on behalf of all grapple fans and all of us on World of Sport, get better soon. We all miss you a lot. Oh, and no half Nelsons on the nurses, huh?
Second away, round 6.
3 rounds to go with Johnny Saint, the world title holder, leading Steve Gray by 1-0 at the start of round 6. Johnny Saint in the lighter trunks. It's nice to have the chance to say about wrestlers getting injured sometimes. Like Johnny Czesław. Steve Logan is now retired from what looks like a permanent injury.
7.
Johnny Yearsley, he's been out through injury for 6 months. Gwyn Davis has just got over a broken arm. Oh no, they don't really get hurt, of course, do they? I wish some of the clever boys that write the clever articles in these sleazy newspaper offices around the back of Fleet Street there could try coming in the ring with one of these boys. Maybe they'll find out a bit.
3, 4, 5, 6.
High backhammer by Gray, Steve Grace. He might be 1 fall down, but he certainly doesn't give up for a second against this world champion. Oh, lovely. Lovely. And it's Gray over the top cross press. Ooh, gets a count of 2, the nearest he's come. And a follow-up drop kick, but missed it, sidestepping it at the last second. And Gray another bad landing. Now Johnny Saint could finish it off here, 2-0. But no, it's nicely underneath there. And can he take these shoulder blades down? Can he hold it for 3? He's got it. And once again, Gray comes back into it in just 1 minute 50 seconds of round 6. 1 fall each now, to the delight of the packed crowd here at the Hexagon Reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 50 seconds of round 6. A double arm and reverse shoulder press, equalising for Stevie Gray.
And Johnny Saint the first, as always, to congratulate Steve Gray on that equaliser in round 6. 2 rounds to go.
Second away, round 7.
Right, now, they both need 1 more. It's the next score that matters now. Can Gray do it again? Repeat that performance of December 22nd last year where he defeated the world champion? Or will Johnny Saint teach him that that was a fluke?
No. Don't give in.
1 fall each at the moment with 2 rounds to go.
It's okay, you Jordan. Come on. No. Come on now, Jordan. Stop. Now, Saint, it's up to you. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's up to you.
Whatever either of these men do, there's a counter move ready for them. It appears.
No, Molly, no.
So skillful, so quick, and their timing so perfect.
No. Still up to you now.
Practically nothing between them. Whoever loses
Steve, no.
has got to be a little unlucky here today. His opponent, the winner, will certainly know he's been in a fight, whoever it is. Too high and allowing Saint to land on his feet again. Gray going down the back nicely. Doubling Nelson Gray, but he can't hold it. Folding press now to Saint, but he can't hold it either. But Gray follows up very quickly, giving Saint no rest by the draw. Saint going, but it's too late, and it's too late. It's doubling Nelson there to Saint. Folding press to Gray. Beautiful. Has he got the arm? He's two. But he's done it. Gray's done it again. Steve Gray has done it again in 1 minute 52 seconds of round 7. And who's grinning most of all there? Johnny Saint, the loser, the world champion. Oh, what a terrific bout. 2-1, Steve Gray does it a second time.